Robert De Niro.
If Trump returns to the White House, you can kiss these freedoms goodbye.
He's a socio-psychopath.
You'd like to punch him in the face.
I don't think they understand how dangerous it will be if he ever, God forbid, becomes president. He's totally nuts. I'd like to punch him in the face. Come on, Donald, this is ridiculous. This is nuts. This is insane.
He is just an angry, confused old man.
He's a punk. He's a dog. He's a pig. He's a con, a bullshit artist, a mutt who doesn't know what he's talking about, doesn't do his homework, doesn't care, thinks he's gaming society, doesn't pay his taxes. He's an idiot. Colin Powell said it best. He's a national disaster. He's an embarrassment to this country. It makes me so angry. I'd like to punch him in the face. We see it today, of course, we all know who I'm going to talk about, but I won't say the name, because that guy is stupid.
De Niro should give back his Oscars. Voting was rigged. There's only one true raging bull, and that is Vladimir Putin. I wish you know who would leave this city. He's a bad example of this country, this city. This city.
Wasting everybody's time about building a wall between Mexico and the States is, come on, we need a lot of money for this. He hasn't done anything, as far as I can see, that changes from who he really is.
If you were to make a bet, do we as a country, you and I are sitting here 5 years down the road, is this country more together or further apart?
I don't think so, but you never know. I'll even then say, okay, I give you that, but I just don't think so.
You can't punch him though now.
No, can't do that.
You can't do that.
That's all symbolic anyway. I was only just saying it the way he says it. Hopefully he says those things he doesn't really mean them. We're going to see what he really does now.
Trump runs things like it's the mob. How do you think you actually defeat a mobster?
Well, he's like the Teflon Don, gangster first family, if you will. The whole situation is beyond understanding.
It is, yeah.
It's a really, really serious situation we're in. It's like living in an abusive household. You feel you don't know what's going to happen next, what crazy thing is going to happen next, what's going to make you say, what the hell's going on? He's a fake president. Well, he calls everything fake because he knows he's fake.
Does it give you some sense, not of joy, but of relief at least, that he's potentially facing some consequences? Because, as you've said before, this guy's a con artist, and he's gotten away with it for years.
No, he's more than that to me. He's sick. He is really, genuinely a sick person that somehow has been allowed into our system. And I'm tired of calling him names. He just can't be anywhere near the office of the presidency.
Would you ever play Donald Trump?
Never. There's nothing about him. There's not one redeeming thing in him that I can see ever. He's so, as we all know, so narcissistic and self-centered. I don't think they understand how dangerous it will be if he ever, God forbid, becomes president. I don't think they really understand. And historically, from what I see, even in Nazi Germany, they had it with Hitler. In Nazi Germany, they had it with Hitler. I don't take him serious. He looks like a clown, acts like a clown. Mussolini, same thing. These guys, I don't know why, they look like clowns. They somehow, that element of society identifies in some ways with them, but it would be chaos beyond our imagination. There's no mystery about him. He's right out front. And what he says is what it'll be if he becomes president. It's going to happen. If he gets elected, it's going to change this country for everybody. And they might think that it's going to make their life better, or they just want to, excuse my French, they just want to with the rest of the country.
Robert De Niro, a very low IQ individual, has received he spelled two wrong, many shots to the head by real boxers in movies. I watched him last night, truly believe he may be punch drunk, and then he says, at the end, he says, "Wake up, punchy," he says to you. Must even use a teleprompter for his foul and disgusting language. So disrespectful to our country. Now, in all fairness to the former president, is that true? Do you have to use a teleprompter when speaking about President Trump? or are you able to just kind of riff on your thoughts on him?
He's so stupid.
Take that stupid hat off. Take that stupid hat off. You're a bunch of clowns. January 6th rallied an angry mob to threaten democracy, leaving death and destruction in its wake. That's why I needed to be involved and wanted to be involved in the new Biden-Harris ad, because it shows the violence of Trump and reminds us that he'll use violence against anyone who stands in the way of his megalomania and greed. Now he's promising to use our own military to attack U.S. citizens. That's the tyrant. That's the tyrant he's telling us he'll be. And believe me, he means it. With Trump, we have a second chance. And no one is laughing now. This is the time to stop him by voting him out once and for all. We can't have that happen again. Under Trump, this kind of government will perish from the earth. I don't mean to scare you. No, wait, maybe I do mean to scare you. If Trump returns to the White House, you can kiss these freedoms goodbye that we all take for granted. And elections, forget about it. That's over. That's done. If he gets in, I can tell you right now, he will never leave. He will never leave. You know that. He will never leave. He will never leave. What does that mean? Is that the country we want to live in? Do we want him running this country and saying, I'm not leaving, I'm dictator for life?
Robert De Niro, officially sent by the Biden campaign, makes himself look like an idiot and reminds us why Trump is so popular.
It's so stupid. It was colossally stupid. If you're going to send somebody to go speak outside of the Trump trial, make it someone who's universally beloved, like a Michelle Obama. You know, she's not universally loved. She's not loved on the right. But I'm saying, like, at least within the left and the center left, and maybe even some center righties. Robert De Niro has gone so hard partisan over the past 8 years. He is like example number one of Trump derangement syndrome. He's one of those, I'm moving to Canada if he wins, and he's never going to leave the White House if he wins. We're going to have Trump forevermore. I mean, hello, I hate to break it to you because I realize you're advanced age too, Robert, but people die. So he will leave. One way or the other, he's going to go.
And then they have a protest of Robert De Niro yesterday. He's a fool. He's a broken down fool standing out there. He got maggot. He got maggot yesterday. He got a big dose of it.